Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the time of the month and hopefully the thumbnail too, it is time for August TBR. Alright, the first roll is always one die. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going back to the original way that I filmed this TBR video, where I would do one roll, then I would pick another roll, pick, roll, pick, you know, back and forth, instead of doing all the rolls at once and then picking all at the same time. I like this better because I can't really, like, if I only know what the first roll is, I can't really be like, oh, okay, there's a romance, so I can get this one, and something related to goals, and, you know, I can't plan it. I just gotta go one at a time, if that makes sense. So, for a book related to a goal, this was actually on my June TBR, and I didn't get to it because usually I save my Archies for the end of the month. And the end of that month, I wasn't reading anything. I got, you know, I just was grieving. And, yeah. So, I really want to get back into Archie. The world of Archiekins. So, this is Archie Volume 4. Over the Edge. This one is more attuned to the TV show Riverdale, and it's more modern like that. I do want to read the original. Alright, roll number 2 is going to be with both of the dice. Ooh, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh. For roll number 2, we landed on war novel. So I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'm going to be reading The Diviners by Libba Bray. I'm not entirely sure what this book is about. I think it's historical fiction. I think it takes place in the 1920s. I think that it's paranormal and creepy, and I looked on Goodreads, like 1,000-ish people have put this under horror. So I'm counting it, if it's not exactly, sorry, but my rolls. So alright, roll number 3 is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Audible. Okay, this one's easy. For my Audible choice, I'm going to be picking The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. It's the only Riley Sager that I haven't read, and I'm going to be buddy reading this with Heather from Bell's Library. I don't know anything about it. I just know it's a thriller. It's by Riley Sager, and I think that it takes place in this house across the lake, but this woman, I think she's stuck in the house, or she doesn't leave her house for some reason. Maybe she's under house arrest. I honestly don't know, but I think she starts spying on her neighbors. Roll number 4. Let's see. Yeah. Is a 6. 1, 2. I'm going the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Okay, so this one was actually back when Script did a daily pick. At the top, it would have like their favorite for the day, and they don't do that anymore. So I'm just gonna go to the recommended for you. I actually have this one on Kindle, so that'll work because one of my goals was to read a Kindle book every month. I haven't been doing good at that. But this is the start of a new series. It's the Bridesmaid Series. I think it's, the first one is It's Always the Bridesmaid. Or always, let's see if I can figure it out. I'm so sorry. But it's by Melinda Curtis. It's the whole box set. I don't know if I'm going to listen to all of it or just the first book. Alright, roll number 5, I think. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, no! It took a lot longer than I thought it would to find a big book. But if I would have done all the rules at once and then picked the books after, then I would have picked the diviners for big book, and I would have been able to pick something else for a horror novel. I didn't do that though. And turns out I don't have that many big books left on my shelf. Other than there's one that I'm buddy reading with a friend in December. And 2 that are on my self-destructing books list that don't have audiobooks. So for big book, I'm going to be reading Imaginary Friend by Schubotsky. I've started this book. It was on my pile of shame. I guess technically it is on my pile of shame. I got like 25 pages in. And I wasn't, I'm just kidding. I was 13 pages in. And I was liking it. It was following this boy who went in the forest for a week and came back out, and now he's different. Alright, roll number 6, I think. 4, 5, yeah, 6. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we were so close to the end. Okay, the thing is that I took a lot of books out that I no longer own or that I've read, and now my jar looks really empty. So I think I'm actually a new random number generator. I'm going to pick a shelf and then just count how many books I have unread on there, and I'm going to pick one of those. Okay, Ziggy's going to pick a number. Ziggy! Pick a number between 1 and 14. 4. Okay, so she said 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 21. She didn't pick another number. Ziggy! Pick a number between 1 and 21. I don't think you can hear her, but she said 15. 15. Well, this is a great punishment pick because I really don't want to read it. It was actually on my Summerween TBR, and then I never read anything and I never vlogged. So this is Solstice. Solstice. It's that word. By Lawrence Allison. Life's a beach and then you die. It's like this music festival. It takes place during the summer, and it definitely has Halloween vibes on the cover, and it's a slasher, so it would have worked perfectly for Summerween if I would have actually participated. Alright, roll number 7, I think. 1. Okay, testing bookish love is going to be The Damage by Caitlin Weyer. This has a prevalent revenge plot, which is completely my jam. But you follow this guy, Tony. You follow Tony and Nick. Nick is his little brother, and Nick was sexually assaulted, and now Tony is out for revenge. So alright, roll number 8 is a 12. Can you see both of them? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, a TBR for roll number 7 or 8. Whatever roll we're on. We got TBR vets. And I don't think I'm cheating, but you might think I'm cheating a little. So it's a new book to me. I just got it physically, but it's been on my radar since I was a kid. So I'm calling it a TBR vet because it's been on my TBR since I was a kid. I just didn't physically own it until now. Anyways, that is where the sidewalk ends by Shel Silverstein. I read a different one by this author recently, and I really liked it. And I really have always been interested in his poetry. I've just never read it until a few months ago. Okay, I know it's roll number 9 now. It's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Book of the month. So we landed on book of the month. I am getting the Book Troop book on my TBR. This is Things We Do in the Dark by Jennifer Hillier. Gabby from Gabby Reads does her book club called Book Troop. And I don't normally participate because usually I don't own the book and I'm not going to go buy a book just for the book club. But this time I own it and I'm excited. So this follows this woman named Paris who is found in the bathroom with her husband's dead body behind her in the bathtub. She's holding the bloody knife and she's covered in blood, but she claims that she didn't kill him. Roll number 10 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another audible pick. I'm picking a nonfiction book so that I can keep up with that goal. My goal was to read 6. I am at 3 so far this year. So I think I'm doing pretty good, but I'm also going to read 3 Little Words by Ashley Rhodes Couture. This is her memoir where she spent 14 years in foster care, and I think she went to 9 different foster homes, and this is her story. I'm very interested to read this. Roll number 11. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh! Okay, so for pet pick, if you're new around here, I pick 2 books. I let my dogs pick 2 books. And since I have 2 dogs, each dog gets to pick 1 book. Generally speaking, what I do is I pick 1 book I'm not excited for, I'm not in the mood for, and 1 book that I'm super excited for and super in the mood for. And I let them pick between those 2. But I needed to get some of these books on for my Magical Readathon TBR because I haven't really got any of those books on here yet. So, one of the prompts is to read someone else's worst book. So I went and watched some worst books of the year from 2020 and 2021. And I found 2 books there that I own. So there's The Other Woman by Sandy Jones. This is a mother-in-law thriller. The mother-in-law doesn't really like the new wifey, and I'm not exactly sure what happens. Or May the Best Man Win by Z.R.L. Lore. And this one, LGBT. And that's why I'm excited for it, but I'm not sure I was reading some reviews, and it sounds like the consensus is that this is not a very good one. Another prompt that I have to do is a book that contains time travel. I scoured my shelves, and I have one book that contains time travel, so in that aspect, I want it to win, but it's also on my self-destructing books list, and on that aspect, I don't want to read it. So, for this prompt, I could get Now and Win by Sarah Bennett Wheeler. This is on my self-destructing books list. It's about this girl. I don't remember her name. Yeah, because it just says me, I. And, well, follows this girl who goes to sleep and she wakes up in 20 years in the future or something like that. And her life is nothing like the way she thinks it's supposed to go. So then when she comes back to present day, she has to make her life change so she doesn't end up in the life that she pictured for herself. And technically this would cover that prompt. So I kind of want it to win, but I'm more in the mood for The Holdout by Graham Moore. This is the dual timeline. And I'm counting that for time travel, even though it's not time travel. I know it's cheating. But this follows a missing girl. This is the trial about this missing girl. And they think that the teacher is involved in her disappearance. I'm not sure if they think that released the beast. If you don't know, the beast is Jellybean. Oh, he picked the one I wanted. Okay, so I'm cheating. Release the hound. So the hound is Bella. Okay, she picked me the best man win. Alright, so Jellyman picked The Holdout by Graham Moore, so I'm going to cheat on that prompt and use dual timeline instead of time travel. And Bella picked May the Best Man Win, which I was more nervous about. I was nervous.
Roll 12, I think.
Let's see. There you go.
3. 1, 2, 3. Bookish Love.
Alright, for testing Bookish Love, we are going to pick Follow Me by Kathleen Barber. This follows this woman, Audrey, who is trying to get like Instagram famous, and she's getting all those likes and all those follows, and she's super happy about it until she gets stalked. So.
Roll 14, I think. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so our last roll, because there's only one space left, so literally anything will get me to the end. Our last roll got us to a mood read, which just means that at any point during the month, I can add yet another book. Any mood read I want. You want to see how many books I have to read? I don't. Okay, so this is my TBR for the month of August. Oh, 2 of them are big books, which scare me. And the 2 that you can't actually see the spine of is because they're the audiobooks. They're placeholders for the audiobooks. Don't forget to like this video. I hope you enjoyed it, seeing my game be mean to me again. I mean, I guess not as mean as July, but still kind of harsh in my opinion. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's more regular than I've been lately. I am feeling a lot better, so I hope that I stick around longer.